Welcome to datascience.show, the podcast where data science meets executive leadership. We talk with top AI and analytics thought leaders about turning data into real business impact. If you're a C-level leader or data expert shaping the future, you're in the right place.
2 weeks ago, a product team pasted hundreds of account identifiers into a public chatbot to get a quick summary, and an hour later, legal and the CISO were in an emergency call. That's shadow AI, useful, fast, and sometimes costly in ways you only see when it's already broken. I'm your host, Mirko Peters. We explore how data science and AI drive real business impact, straight from the leaders making it happen. If you run an enterprise, you already have shadow AI. People are solving immediate problems with the tools they can reach in 5 minutes. That speed creates value, and sometimes it creates surprises you don't want.
Let me be blunt. Your goal as an executive is not eradication. It's conversion. Turn rogue productivity into governed capability without killing velocity.
How does shadow AI show up? Sometimes it's one person pasting product specs into a public chatbot. Sometimes it's a marketer who built a scraping and summarization pipeline overnight. Sometimes it's a sales rep with a personal script that auto-generates outreach.
Across sales, marketing, product, and support, the pattern is the same: nimble, useful, and outside formal control.
I asked a head of sales once why they did it. She said, "I couldn't wait for IT. We were losing deals." That line changes how you respond. Enforcement won't fix lost velocity. Enablement will.
So here's a practical playbook you can use this quarter. Start with low-friction discovery. Follow with quick risk-value triage. Then decide: assimilate, standardize, or retire. Finish with lightweight governance that preserves experimentation.
Discovery should be broad but shallow at first. Look for 4 signals: logs, procurement breadcrumbs, short surveys, and targeted interviews. Logs scan outbound network calls and Cloud Console usage for unexpected domains and APIs. You don't need full packet inspection. Pattern matching often surfaces the anomalies. Procurement breadcrumbs. Check expense reports, small SaaS charges, and card records. A cluster of $10 to $50 monthly charges can point to the daily tools people rely on. Surveys and interviews: run a 60-second power user survey, then follow up with a few 20-minute interviews to get context around value and failure modes.
Paste this sample question into a 60-second form. In the last 30 days, did you use an external AI tool to process customer or employee data? If yes, name the tool and describe the top 3 use cases. No personal data.
Run a 48-hour telemetry sweep for outbound AI calls. Look for domains like api.openai.com and flag accounts with spikes. For example, any account with more than 100 outbound calls in a day merits a quick review.
Pair discovery with a simple prioritization matrix. Map business value versus risk. Use thresholds you can act on immediately. Prioritization thresholds you can apply instantly. Treat anything that saves more than 8 person-hours per week or affects more than $10,000 per month in revenue as high value. Treat any flow touching sensitive data, regulated fields, or customer identifiers as high risk. High value and low risk assimilate quickly. High value and high risk run a project with controls. Low value and high risk quarantine or retire. Next, rapid audits. Focus on 3 pragmatic checks: data lineage, model provenance, and failure modes. You do this with samples, not full forensics. Sample inputs, sample outputs, and a simple access review.
If PII or regulated data appears, escalate immediately. That's a red line. Run a minimal, consented audit. Anonymize where possible, and use the smallest data set that proves whether sensitive data flows through the system.
After assessment, decisions fall into 3 practical buckets: assimilate, standardize, or retire. Assimilate. Adopt the practice into a supported service. Provide managed endpoints, secure credentials, monitoring, and a light SLA. Offer migration credits or fast provisioning so teams choose the supported path. Standardize. Replace many bespoke implementations with a vetted central service. Publish approved connectors, governance checklists, and pre-authorized data flows. Make the sanctioned option the path of least resistance.
Retire. If it's low value and high risk, pull it. Quarantine the tool, notify impacted users, and preserve the learning so you can rebuild safely later.
On the leadership side, this is cross-functional work. Security, legal, procurement, and the business must share accountability. Assign an executive sponsor and fund a small triage team. Measure success differently. Track time to compliance for discovered tools, the percentage of high-value capabilities assimilated, and incidents averted. Link assimilation results to business KPIs, revenue lift, reduced handle time, or faster deal cycles.
Culture is the multiplier. If discovery feels like surveillance, teams will hide. Frame efforts as enablement, fast reviews, safe migration paths, and recognition for contributors who surface useful tools.
Practically, run a 90-day roadmap. Week 1, discovery signals and interviews. Weeks 2 to 4, prioritize and run quick audits on the top hits. Month 2, pilot assimilation for one high-value tool. Month 3, measure, iterate, and expand. Looking ahead, user-driven AI will keep evolving. Your operating model must be continuous. Automated discovery, an intake API for new tools, and a lightweight console that can greenlight or quarantine within days, not months. For the next 12 to 24 months, focus on 3 investments: a secure, developer-friendly AI platform, continuous discovery and telemetry, and a simple governance playbook that evaluates risk, not fear.
Act this week. 1. Launch a 60-second power user survey. Use the sample question I just read. 2. Run a 48-hour outbound scan for AI endpoints and hand the top 5 hits to a small triage team. Those 2 moves buy you a map and a set of priorities.
One final thought for executives. The difference between models and value isn't technical, it's organizational. If you can turn rogue productivity into governed capability, you not only reduce risk, you multiply impact. That's the difference between models and value.
If you found this episode valuable, subscribe and share it with your network. And let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm Mirko Peters. We'll be back with more conversations on how data science and AI create real business impact. Until next time.
Thanks for listening to datascience.show. If you found value in this episode, subscribe, share it with your network, and join us next time as we explore how data science drives smarter decisions and better business outcomes.